Welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans for the fans. Today we are here to talk about Extreme Rules 2017 preview and predictions. I am your host, Conrad Cushman. Let's get right into the show, guys. Basically, Extreme Rules has me very disappointed right now. The build to the show has been semi-lackluster. I have found it hard to pay attention with all the issues with Raw. The 3-hour programming is boring. The ratings are going down, and no matter what people say, ratings don't matter and all that other garbage, they do matter because it's showing people are leaving the show in droves. And that's a problem that WWE should be focused on how to fix. And I would like to see them start taking more positive steps towards fixing that. Hopefully they can get into it and maybe start with this show. Extreme Rules card doesn't have too much on it that has me very interested. One or two matches has my attention, but for the most part, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Let's get right into it, guys. The first match that I have on this card is a mixed tag match. This match was kind of thrown together. Not super last minute, but one of those matches that you're wondering, why is this on here? Because Rich Swann was fighting for Cedric Alexander. Cedric Alexander's back, so why are you fighting his battles? Whatever. Rich Swann and Sasha Banks are going to take on Noam Dar and Alicia Fox. I can't say it like Noam Dar, but the 205 Live feud basically between Noam Dar and Rich Swann, two talented guys. Just 205 Live sucks. I'm not going to lie. I don't watch it. Even when there's a really good match on, like the Brian Kendrick-Tozawa match, why should I tune into it? It's overloaded. It's too much, and I really don't want to see it. This match has been kind of like a love fest match, just dealing with Rich Swann trying to date Alicia Fox and setting up Noam Dar. It's been a whole bunch of hot garbage mixed into it. And with Alicia Fox beating Sasha Banks, that gave them a reason to team up. I think Rich Swann and Sasha Banks are taking this one. I have them down as the winners for me, due to the fact that I think Sasha Banks needs the victory. She seems like she's been out of a lot of the main storylines when it comes to WWE at this point. Not particularly sure why that's happened, but I definitely think that's something that WWE could capitalize on with her. Rich Swann's been stuck in neutral since losing the Cruiserweight Championship to Neville. I thought Swann was a great champion. I like his character. I think he's someone who could work with guys on the main roster. And I'm curious to know if you guys think that maybe some of the cruiserweights can mix it up with some of the other guys on the roster just to switch things up. I feel like the cruiserweights are stuck in this their own bubble in a way. Like they can only fight other cruiserweights and they can only be in tag matches with other cruiserweights. Why can't we see Rich Swann versus Samoa Joe or different matchups like that? It'd just be interesting to see. Next match I have on the card is a submission match between Neville and Austin Aries. This feud has been going on for quite some time, since WrestleMania. Neville has been a great heel champion with the Cruiserweight title. It makes it difficult for me to decide who's going to win this, but Neville's run has been so good that I don't know if it's time for him or Aries to move up. I think they're both better than this, truthfully. And that's no knock on the Cruiserweight division, but the 205 Live is not catching a lot of people's interest. And these guys are better than that. And I think that they can mix it up with some of the people in the Intercontinental, upper mid-card, even World division. So let's see what happens if we put those guys in there, WWE. Give them a chance. But for this match, I have Austin Aries finally taking the title off of Neville. I think the fans have been patient enough here with the storyline building, Neville getting the win, taking the DQ losses, running out, having TJ Perkins help him. I think it's time for Austin Aries to get the championship that he's been going after. And hopefully they allow him to do it in a big way. I expect this match to actually possibly be the show stealer. So Austin Aries, I got taking this one. Next up, we get to the Raw Tag Division. The Hardy Boys, since returning, have amped things up a little bit. I see that their nostalgia kind of push is kind of dying down right now. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that, but the Hardy Boys seem like they want that broken gimmick so bad and that they're teeter-tottering in between it, and I don't know if they're waiting for the rights or what's going on. Hopefully, Impact Wrestling comes to terms with WWE on what they're going to do with this. Everybody's lost in it. And the only person I'm believing is Rebby Sky out of all this. Give her a follow on Twitter. But Cesaro and Sheamus, I don't care. They bore me to death. They turned heel. Whoop-de-doo. I want Cesaro in the main event of whatever brand he's on. He's better than this as well. I don't know why they're stuck in this gimmick. Screw it. But I think the Hardy Boys are going to win this match. Another match that could possibly steal the show. I'm going to still give it to Aries and Neville, but I think the Hardy Boys have the potential still to do some big things in this match and send the crowd home with some oohs and ahs and something to talk about. Hardy Boys should win this tag match, and I think they should. So I say keep the titles on the Hardys until the Revival are ready to take on them. Next, kendo stick on a pole match. To me, this is the toughest match to call. We got Alexa Bliss, who has been a good champion so far on SmackDown and Raw. Enjoying her work. I don't have an issue with Alexa Bliss. I have more so an issue with how the storylines are being told and what they have sacrificed for other things. I thought Sasha Banks was turning heel against Bayley, and we were going to see a feud between them. Didn't get that. And now Sasha's stuck with this stagnant kind of character build or development, I should say. And we have Alexa Bliss versus Bayley. Okay. They've been feuding for a little while now, and they keep going off of Bayley being so, chummy, goody two-shoe. And this match, I think, would be perfect to show the fans that Bayley has a tough side to her and that people are willing to make sacrifices to get what they want. And I think Bayley should show some extreme side to her by taking the kendo stick and putting it down on Alexa Bliss. In this match, though, I still feel that Alexa Bliss is going to walk out as champion. I think WWE officials are very high on her. There's a lot of faith in her right now. And Alexa Bliss has all the tools. I think that her mic skills are even better than her in-ring skills. Just don't book her in any of those segments like This Is Your Life. That was awful, WWE. That actually just ruined Raw. Like, I think that part definitely hurt it a lot. But Alexa Bliss tried to carry it through, did her best, but nah, don't do that again. Alexa Bliss is taking this match, in my opinion. Where it leads to for Bayley and Sasha, I'm not sure. I think Sasha could be the next challenger, and you can still tell your story with that. We get to the most extreme match of them all. If Dean Ambrose is disqualified, he will lose the Intercontinental title. Nothing says Extreme Rules like a DQ match. If you get disqualified, you lose the title. Why? WWE, why? Dean Ambrose has been the Intercontinental Champion since they came over from SmackDown Live. I feel they don't book Dean Ambrose right. He's very stagnant. I'm not sure if he needs time off or if Dean Ambrose needs to turn heel. Dean Ambrose needs something new to freshen up his character, give him another dimension right now. And easily said, I'm going to go with The Miz winning this match. I even could see some help from Elias Sampson to make that happen. His character has grown on me a lot recently, and he even mentioned while playing the guitar on Raw that he owes Miz a favor. So I think Elias Sampson helping Miz out and getting the win against Dean Ambrose would be perfect. And Miz deserves to hold the Intercontinental title right now. As much as Miz has annoyed me over the years with certain things that he has done and did, the Miz is still an incredible wrestler. Miz has always proven that he has what it takes to be a top guy in this business. And I think that Miz should get his just due with another Intercontinental title reign. And after that, I think you got to start mixing them up in the top people in the world division. You have to. And then we get to the final match, guys. It is the Universal #1 Contenders match with Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and Bray Wyatt. This match has been interesting. They've been all feuding with each other in triple threat matches, tag matches, one-on-ones, all types of matches. Rollins and Reigns had a pretty good match on Monday when I went back and watched the highlights after I turned the show off. I had to make that known because 3-hour Raws suck. I'm going to keep saying that until WWE stops producing 3-hour Raws or finds something else better to do with it. This match is hard to call, though, because I'm going to go through each competitor real quick. Roman Reigns. I feel like if you're going to give this guy the belt, let's quit messing around and just give this guy the belt. Like, I don't want to go on this long chase until WrestleMania. Like, if you're going to do it, let's just do it. I mean, the ratings are down. What's the point on one hand? But also, Roman Reigns has been injured. Does he really deserve to win this? I don't know. Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has been back, but I feel like he's been kind of meh. He needs something to enhance his character. His new finisher, I find it's kind of weak. I'm not feeling it yet, but maybe it'll just take some time. But Rollins has been in limbo, but he's been putting on good matches, so I can't knock the guy for his in-ring abilities. But I just want to see something more in depth with this character and put him into something meaningful. I feel like everyone's just in limbo right now. Finn Balor, he's been fine since he's come back. We haven't seen any signs of the demon. Finn Balor seems to be the most popular person to win after Paul Heyman did that interview with him. Okay, you can go either way on that. Bray Wyatt. The Eater of Worlds, I think not anymore. I feel like the Solid Monster to an extent. He's been the Eater of Pins. Like, WWE, you have a tremendous character. Book this guy in a tremendous character capacity. You don't have to have him on the show every week. He doesn't have to be on every pay-per-view. Book Bray Wyatt so he looks strong. He's one of your better characters, and he's going to be around a lot longer than some of the other guys. So book Bray Wyatt smarter, please, before people don't care about him. He's in that Dolph Ziggler territory. Dolph Ziggler won a match on SmackDown, and nobody cared. Nobody still cares because Dolph Ziggler, people have just been sucked dry of caring about him because he loses all the time. What's the point? And Samoa Joe. As much as I would love to see Samoa Joe take on Brock Lesnar, I still think you have to finish the feud between Samoa Joe and Seth Rollins. I think there's still some unfinished business there, and I think Joe needs to pick up his win. But that leaves the question of who am I predicting to win this match? I'm going to have to go with Finn Balor. Finn Balor is the most logical choice, and I think Finn Balor could put on a heck of a match with Brock Lesnar. I don't think you debut the Demon just yet, but I think that Finn Balor can definitely do some tremendous things in his role right now, put on a good match, and lead up to Braun Strowman hopefully coming back by SummerSlam or whoever the SummerSlam challenger will be, because we can't wait for WWE Great Balls of Fire. Yeah, it's the real pay-per-view name. I don't understand this company right now, what they're doing, what they're trying to market towards people, but they're losing their fan base like crazy. Finn Balor's the guy they need to go with, though. I don't want to hear he's too small and this isn't going to be realistic. I don't care at this point. You need to put on the best matches possible and tell the best story, and I think Finn Balor can do that right now for you. If you mark it up as the guy who never lost the title versus the Beast, the Demon versus the Beast even. You have plenty of options for what you can do with this match. Guys, thanks for listening to me ramble on about this whole match card with my previews and predictions. Do me a favor. If you could, elbow drop that like button for me. Click the subscribe button if you already have it. And leave a comment below. I'd like to know who you guys think will be winning at Extreme Rules. And if you have anything that you want to add, like what WWE could do to make itself better or make you appreciate the product more, leave it down below. I appreciate you. I'm out. Peace.